Hello and welcome back for week 3 of Bottom Split Rookie. As always, if you're enjoying my content, then let me know by liking my video. And if you'd like to see more, then hit that subscribe button. I will be spectating a bottom split of this week's Rookie Street Stock race and calling the action. I will look to give some tips for what could have been done better, and at the end go through the accidents and driver complaints to give some analysis. Disclaimer: I'm not sponsored by iRacing or anything shown in these videos. I'm not a professional announcer, and as a result, I will sound ridiculous and make mistakes. Take what I say with a grain of salt. What you'll witness in the Rookie Series are likely newer drivers to oval racing, and they're going to make mistakes. Watch what happens and learn from their mistakes. If you're ready, let's get into it. This week, the drivers head to USA Speedway in Lakeland, Florida. It's a high-banked, 3/4 of a mile paved oval featuring long straights and tight turns. Consistency will be key to taking the checkered flag. Before the race starts, I will take you around at USA International Speedway. Alright, we find ourselves again in the seat of our Rookie Street Stock. I'm going to take you for a ride around USA International Speedway. Now, take off and follow our blue dashed line around the back to the blue cone. As you see, I've put on the driving line, which is available in the options under drive. And you're going to want to follow somewhere around this line, starting up high and getting down to the bottom. It's right up against the wall. Some banking here so you can get some speed into the corners. Just follow her down the backstretch, a little bit of braking into the corner, get her down, keep some throttle, power back up off the corner. That's pretty much it. Both corners are about identical. Just working that brake and the throttle and easy steering. All just nice and easy throttle inputs. This track is a blast. Now you'll have to keep an eye out how the tires handle. Usually these street stocks get faster on a run, so they'll be a little loose at the beginning. And as the tires build up pressure, you'll actually be able to click off faster and faster lap times. That's about it. I believe in a rookie, I think you can leave this on, but as you graduate to different license classes, the driving line's not going to be something that you're going to want to leave on. Now, it's not to say this is the only way you can get around the track. By all means, experiment with some different lines. You might find more speed somewhere else. That is USA International Speedway. We'll go back up and watch our race and see how the drivers do today. Alright, we are already witnessing people not where they're supposed to be. We've got people taking off before the pace car. Organized chaos. Go back up here and watch the action as they go around. Pace cars should duck onto pit road next time by. Everybody's trying to figure out where it is they're supposed to go. We got a lot of people up here that really aren't exactly sure where it is they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be double file, but everybody seems to be staying in the bottom lane. Follow the instructions that will be shown on your screen that'll tell you you're on the inside or you're on the outside, because that will be crucial in making sure that you don't end up passing before the start-finish line and getting a black flag penalty. Definitely not going to help your race if that's what ends up happening, so you want to follow that around and make sure that you do not end up pace cars off, and they take the green flag and they come by the start finish line. We got a whole gaggle of them right here. That doesn't look like that's going to end too well. Well, we got some cars that are running up way up high. You're going to lose some time up there. You don't really want to be up there if you don't have to. Most of the action is right here. Whoa, he got loose. Oh no, he's around. On the front straightaway, accident on the front straightaway just past the start finish line. As the 7 goes around. We still have some exciting side-by-side action. Oh, there we have another car that just lost it off the side there. Coming off turn 2. Few more side-by-side back here near the back. Otherwise, it looks like everybody's kind of settled out in single file. Nothing too crazy going on here at the moment. We got a side-by-side. He finally got up alongside him. 10 car trying to take the spot away from the 3. Oh, he pushes up in the corner and tips the 3. Sends him around. That isn't how you want to make passes. You're not going to make any friends that way. Oh, we got a car in the grass down here. The 8. I'm not sure what. Oh, no. Oh, he just lost it. A hard hit to the outside wall. Well, everything's alright. Seems to be having a bit of trouble trying to keep the car. He's got it down out of the way right now. That 3 might not be too kind to the car that spun him out there, that 10, if he happens to get back up there to him. He may decide to exact a little bit of revenge on the driver. It looks like he's trying to get back up there. As he's sideways coming off turn 4. 8 car comes down pit road after that multiple. Oh no, the 10. Oh, the 8's into the 10 on the back stretch. 16. This numbers is so small. Waiting for the appropriate moment to try to get the car turned around. Oh, and he makes contact with the inside wall. It's going to be a bit for him to get around there. Side by side. We got some racing going on here in the 6. The red car is slow down to the bottom coming off the turn. And down pit road. 14 trying to get by the 6. Goes in low. Slides right up in front of him. The 6 does a slide job on him and goes back around him. These are the kinds of things that you have to be careful of. If you make an ill-advised pass, they can definitely set themselves back up for an excellent pass and make the pass back on you again. As they come down the front straightaway. rejoin coming out, the 13. Stay below that yellow line. Oh, his tires went up from above that line. He may get a black flag for an unsafe pit exit. You definitely don't want to do that. Keep those exits back onto the track safe. Save yourself a lot of hassle. 9 car. Move it quick. 14 trying to take position away from the 6. He made it up underneath him this time. Is he going to get it going into 3? He has it. 6 powers back on the outside, coming down the front straightaway. It's a drag race. Looks like the 6 is going to win that one. They go back in side by side. This is a race. Hard fought battle. Wrangler car trying to make the pass. He makes the pass. Oh no, the 9's into the wall in turn 2. Yeah, looks like the 14 is running a little bit higher line. Oh no! Contact! The 6. I think the Wrangler car either immediately towed, or perhaps they've hit the incident limit already. As soon as the contact happened, he just disappeared. That's not good. That is definitely not good. No! 1 and the 4 getting into it on the front straightaway. That looked awful intentional on the 1's part. Way down where he shouldn't be. 4 looks like he might try to return the favor going in. He does. Shoves him up the track. Got a good race going here. 1 and the 4. Trying really hard. The 4 made the pass. Looks like the purple car is going to try to take on the inside. And the red car gave him the spot. Gave him just enough room. 1 car is forcing that. 4 cars forcing the 1 all over the track. Not letting him by in the straightaway. Looks like a bit of blocking. That is not something you want to do. I think the 1 gave the 4 a shot going into turn 3. They come off onto the front straightaway, drag racing down through here. Got a whole bunch of cars all kind of bottlenecked up here with these 2 fighting and looking that they want to cause an accident. Here they come again. 1 car has gotten away from them, but it looks like the purple car wants to mix it up with the 1 car. He makes it underneath him, drifts up a little bit, minor contact, but nothing too bad. Looks like the purple car is going to set his sights on the 4. Come down the straightaway. There's a whole mess of them here. Purple car has caught the 4. He wants that spot. Will the 4 be as brutal to the purple car as he was to the other guys? We're yet to see. Fanning out on the back straightaway. Purple car tries to take him in. It's the 5. 5 gets alongside the 4 coming off turn 2. 4 gets a good run off onto the back straightaway and beats him into turn 3. I don't think the 5's going to give up quite so easily. He's going to have to gather it back up and give it another shot here to catch him and make that pass. Five cars making up some ground on the 4 going into 3. He's there. Can he make the pass? Can he get alongside the 4 car? Four car runs another high line up there, gives the 5 the inside. 4 doesn't get the run down the back straightaway. 5's got the inside line going into turns 3 and 4. Is the 5 going to clear him? He does. He does clear him going down the front straightaway. The 5 has passed the 4. Oh, I think the 4 got into the back of the 5. The 4 is driving dirty. Moves the 5 car for position. Will the 4 car get a nudge from the 5 to return the favor? If the 5 could get there, he might do it. Wants the spot, he's going to try again to maneuver past the 4. 4 rides the inside. 5's on him. 4 goes down low to block. Four car blocking hard to the 5. He gets underneath him. Oh, he does. Oh, he got him up. He got him out of the groove. The 5 makes it back by. Will he dive bomb into this turn? He's not close enough to make it happen. 5 car has the 4 for the moment, but if the 4 can get close enough, I think he'll put the bumper to him and move him out of the way. 4's driving dirty. You don't want to do anything intentional that could be construed as intentional, or you may get a protest filed against you, and that could count negatively against yourself. It's like the 5 is going to break away from him. We got slow red car on the back stretch. They all seem to be all kind of together right there. Can anyone get to the get to the 4 car to make this interesting? 4 car's dirty driving didn't pay off, and the 13 gets into the, I believe he was probably for position, but the red car probably was not. That is unfortunate. C car's potentially not on the lead lap. Getting involved. Oh, somebody lost it coming off turn 4. Makes contact with the inside wall. Seems to keep it back going again. I think he'll be alright. Laps are winding down. Tires are getting warm. The grip might be waning a little bit. Handling characteristics of the car are starting to change. Especially if you're not driving the car well. 16 gets position underneath the red car. Oh no, the 4 made it up into the wall, losing a tremendous number of spots if those are all for position. Purple car 5 is all out there by himself. 4 car almost stopping on the... Oh, I think he dipped it down on pit road. He is not very happy. Let's take his ill-handling car with possible damage down to pit road. He's either going to retire So we have the number 1 car is in the lead. We're on lap 34 out of 40. So we have the number 1 car, followed by the 7 car in second place. Like it may be a ways back here to the rest of them. Actually, position number 1 is the 5 car. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong numbers. Looking at the car numbers, not that. So 5 car was for position. Position 1 is the 37. Said purple car. Pink car back on the track after a small hiatus on pit road for some damage he took early. There goes the 5. Followed by the 13. Everybody's stretched out so far, I don't think anybody's going to have any problems at the moment. We're about to get the white flag for the purple car. It's just getting onto the backstretch. Don't think anybody is anywhere near him. Second position is the 11. White flag is in the air. Purple car coming around for the final lap. Where's the 11? Where is second place? There is second place. And the purple car, number 5, takes the checkered flag. The race is over. There are not too many cars running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9 cars left running still? That is definitely not good. Remember, all contact after the race has finished is still counting, so these incident points being accrued here are still counting. Oh, he bops the rear end of the car into the wall. He doesn't seem to care what happens. He's just happy he won. Well, let's go back and walk back through some of the events that happened. So we're going to go find first place, which was the 5 car who started the race off. He got out to a good lead. And we already have a car around back here. There's the number 7 car. As he enters into turns 3 and 4, looks like he went in a little hot. He's drifting up into the almost the 3rd lane and got loose. Overcorrected. Car is going a little squirrely, and he had some help. The 1 car finished and sends him around, spinning down to the inside. Fortunate for the number 7, no cautions. Means that is a sad and lonely place to be. Back out front with our leader, the 5 car. Oh, we have more people around back here. Like the 9 is going to be going around here. It just looks like entered in awful low. And I think he's back on the throttle a little too soon. A little too hard. Self-spin on the backstretch. Ooh, he almost got taken out by that. Leader of the 5 car is still going. Out front to a commanding lead already. Three cars working to try to get back up there. Where did that 4 car start? 4 is way back in 8th position. We know he finds his way up to the front. Got now to a commanding lead. 11 car following close in 2nd position. And we already have another car around back here. 1 and the 8 seem to have gotten together, but not before the 13. Here's the 13. So we follow him through here. 13 runs a high line. He's behind the 4. 4 is going slow. 13. And the 4 shows no mercy. If you are in front of him and you are going slower than he thinks you should, they think they should, you are going around. 13 dives it in low, not exactly an ideal angle to enter that turn. He gets loose, bringing a little too much speed in there, and the 4 just drives through him. Get out of my way, I got places to go. 13 car gets sent around. Further ahead, the 1 car got turned. Not sure how that happened. 1 car drives it in a reasonable line. Oh, he touched the apron down there coming off turn 4 and just got loose. 8 car almost takes him out. Seems to gather himself back up again and lives to fight another day while the 4 car is just trudging on. Field to spread out pretty thoroughly. Two car goes way high. Blows the 4 car by. The 4 car is looking to run down the leader. Three drives it in very hard. Blinks out. Oh no. 16 car. Having some trouble here. 16 car goes in a little hot, gets a little bit loose. He seems to have held it back together, but then just tries to drive it off the corner too fast. Overcorrects it, and the 6 car sends him around, facing the wrong way on the backstretch. As he works to get himself turned around safely. We have a battle heating up with the damaged car, the 6 car. He's taking some front end damage after sending that last car around with him. I think the 14 car smells blood. As he dives underneath the 6. 6 gives him the slide job, comes back around for the spot. That was an ill thought up attempt to make the pass. You got to make sure you set those passes up in order to make the best of them. "14 gathers itself back up again. Try to make a run back at the 6. 16 fell way back. We still got the 11 in second position. And the 1 way far ahead up there. 5 car crossing the start-finish line, and here comes the 11 just now crossing the start-finish line. Everybody else pretty much kind of by themselves here. 14 finally gets underneath the 6. Looking to make a move here. He's trying to pull it off. 14 again dives it in low. Makes it stick. Oh, he bounces off the 6. 6 is unfazed as they dive it back into turn 3. 14 clears him and slides up in front. 6 tries the slide job. Gets underneath him, can he? He does not. 14 clears him. 14 goes awful high. 6 goes underneath him and just takes him out. I think the 14 car must be at a high level of incidence for this to take him out completely. So, the gap is pretty far. The 14 sends it in there. Makes it stick. Slows himself up coming up that corner, and the 6 just drove up into him. Unfortunately, now he's facing the wrong direction. Tows himself to the pits. Meanwhile, we're back here missing the action between the 1 and the 4 car. One is catching up to the 4. The 1 makes it there. Gets underneath him. Did the 5 come down to block him? Seems like he dove it down there a little early. Right. Rear chase. What do the hands say? 1's coming up. Jacks the wheel down a little bit. He's definitely looking to one car goes to the apron on the 4 because the 4 is just not giving him any room. He gets loose coming off the corner. Saves it. It's back underneath him, sends the 4 down there because he was again blocking way low. 1 and the 4 must have a history here because they just will not. 4 is not giving the 1 any room. Have to turn on the driver audio. One car catches him, throws the block, forces the 1 car down low, almost comes up and takes the 4 out. 1 almost tries to come up there, return the favor to send the 4 around. Comes up and got into him. Four car tried to send him around.
Worker not messing around. Not willing to spare any space in here. One car goes in, gets a good line into the corner. Makes up some ground on the 4. Just looking to come back and get a little payback. 12 and the 2 lined up behind the 1. 4 gets up along the wall. One car tries a crossover. It's better shoving his nose down there and dumping the 4. 4 has no problem blocking way down low. One car is losing his patience. 4 car is trying to make his truck as wide as a snowplow. One car gathers it back up. 12 car getting along the outside of him. Here we are, the leaders catching up to this battle. 5 car makes it underneath the 1. Trying to remember if this got ugly between the 4 and the leader. Not wanting to go a lap down. Five car running a low line. 4 goes down to block down that part of the track. Seems to be his move, albeit a bad one. 4 goes way high coming off the corner. 5 getting a run down the back straightaway. Five takes a little bit of the apron to get underneath him. 4 does not choose to throw the block down low. Didn't have to. 4 bounces it off the wall. Just ran out of racetrack there. 4 car making himself very hard to pass. 5 car just looking to get around this lap car to continue to extend his lead on the car behind him. 4 not going to make it easy. 5 car goes back down to the bottom. He's alongside him. And the 5 clears him. Even after all those blocks being thrown by the 4. 4 just drives through the leader, says, "You're not going to lap me. Think again." And I don't think the 5 car was terribly appreciative of that.
I'm getting past.
Alright, so I done forgot completely about all of this as the 1 car got back up here. I hear them complain at each other. 4 car and the 1 car finally catching them. I think there was some. One car. Catch back up to him. Eventually I'll figure these buttons out. Or force the 1 down way low. 1 takes the apron. 1 taps him in the rear end, almost sends him around. 4 washes up. 1 comes up underneath him. Four car tried to turn him. Dives it way underneath him. This is the battle. One regroups. Coming back. Don't hear any chatter from the four. Or the one about the very salty attempt to pass. Four goes way high. He's going to hit the wall here. One catches up to him. Four goes down to throw a major block on him. Oh no. As much guff as the four has been given, I don't think the one should have cut him too much slack here. Four has already driven through a few people. All four with is now third position. Four cars in third. 12 car tries to get a run up on the outside of the one, giving the leader some space as the leader starts to catch this group of cars. One car lets the leader by, puts him a lap down, but the four car is not going to let that stand. Five car is much faster than the four and is catching him pretty quickly. The four car is about to make himself about as wide as the entire track to prevent that pass by throwing a block down low. Four ends up drifting up high as he overdrove it. And the five is there. Five gets down low. Four comes back down. Nope, he doesn't. He doesn't need to. Four comes off the wall, smacks the wall. Five's on him again. Five car trying to put the four, who in third place, a lap down. Five so much faster there in the center of the turn. Gains even more ground on the four. Five car dives it down low. He's alongside the four. Five car giving him a reasonable pass. No contact, clean pass. Four car doesn't want to have any part of that. He wants his lap back. Throws it in there and tries to take the five out. Dirty move on the four's part. Trying to get himself back some positions. Almost taking out the leader. Five car coming back. Five car needs to put the chrome horn to the four and move him out of the way. Tries to, coming off the turn. Not close enough. But will he do it in turn one? Can't get there. Right there with him. Lifts the rear end of the car up off the ground. Gets him loose going into turns 3 and 4. 5 goes underneath him. I've made the spot. Oh, for the love of God. I know there's communiques going from the drivers, however, I cannot seem to, as opposed to having to watch this all over again where the thing comes back up there, if I turn the actual driver chat in thing here on, I might be able to hear what's going on here. The yelling and screaming and potential throwing of obscenities. I swap position back and forth.
Nice work.
One, four. Or it's just driving into and through anybody it comes up to. All that racing and nothing.
You guys gonna report 4?
He's driving like a fool. That is for sure.
Fuck, my bad. I just looked at the standings. I'm getting past.
We're sitting here. Guess black boxes. Everything good? Vibes maneuver into that corner, forced the 4 up a little ways. That's a good play. I could watch this several times over. Just to finally put the 4 back in its place. Drive just keeps making up a little bit of ground. Drive right into the back of him. Send him up the track.
You're a hack.
Clearly a little bit of frustration. One car got spun by the 13 down there. That was no bueno. That's probably the extent of most of the excitement here. At 30. Oh! The 4 car's decided he doesn't want to play the game anymore. Well, pit ready goes. We're back out again. Made contact, I got an X, but he done disappeared. Going to assume that was incident point limit. Don't think anything else any third consequence happened. Everything the white flag flying in the air. And I believe our was about it. It must have been a fairly quiet race. Well, there you have it. USA International Speedway. We had a fair number of things happening, and in keeping with most of the rookie races that we've seen thus far, only first and second place were on the lead lap. Third place was one lap down, all the way down to 8th place. That started being 6 laps down. 4 car ended up being 9 laps down, and 9th spot. I'm sure the incident point count was fairly disappointing, as you might just assume it might have probably been. Let's have a look-see here at our incident point total here. So let's find our race. See how bad it ended up being. "16 cars on the track. 16th car did not start the race. 15 cars. 15 car, 39 laps down, 14 car, 14th place, 36, then 27, 27, 25, 24, 9, 6, and a bunch of ones. So the race that we ran today we've got first place, 6 incident points. Second place ended up with none. Our beloved 4 car ended up with no friggin' way. That's not the 4 car. That was car number 4. 17 incident points. 14 ended up with 17 incident points. We got a fairly steep total of incident points here. Incident point count sits at 133 incident points involved in that race. Person who didn't start the race had none. The 4th place car and the 2nd place car. Looks like everybody is D or rookie inside here. And 4 car lost safety rating. It's gonna have a hard time getting out of rookie if that's the way they're gonna drive. 9 car lost safety rating. 14 lost safety rating. 6 car lost safety rating. 3-car lost safety rating. 7-car lost safety rating. Again, only 2 cars completed the full length of the laps. Only the top 7 were at least 1 lap down. And it got further from there. Said if you can properly practice and put the work in, you can see right now that if you try, like, it doesn't take much to finish. You don't even have to start up front. Chances are somebody's gonna go out there and think that their entire mission is to drive through every other car out there in order to get all the way up to the front. Take the time to practice and ride around back there and most importantly, let other cars go by you. If they've caught you, good place to let them go is to lift a little bit early going into the corner. That way they can get into the corner without having to contend with yourself. You can get back to the throttle unless they roll past you. Problem solved. You can lift in the center of the corner. Just go high. Let them have the bottom in the turn. But that becomes a little bit difficult because I've always had problems making sure I don't come up off the turn, smack the wall, because you gave them room. You gave them too much room for you to be able to make that turn. So just lifting a little early going into the turn, I feel like it's the safest way to let them go. Let them go up there, let them do their thing, and then follow them. Maybe you'll learn something about how they're driving the track. Try to take some of that and maybe even end up staying with them. Using that to find a way to get by them later on in the run. Or using another car that they catch, whether it be a lap car or otherwise, try to use that car as a pick. Position yourself in a way that will force them to get stuck by that car, but always try to plan how you're going to do it. You want to get up on that car, you need to figure out which turn, where in the corner, where are you faster than them? Where do you see yourself gaining time? And just use that little bit of time that you maybe gained. It may not be a lot, maybe it's a whole bunch, but just slowly get close enough to them to try to exploit that point, that spot on the track where you're faster, get on them, be there. They're just going to throw blocks and do a bunch of stuff, then maybe sitting back there and just riding is a better idea. Not advocating using force, but given some of the situations we saw today, sometimes it may be something you'd ought to do. To prevent them from continuing to walk all over somebody else. But no, that was definitely an interesting race, fun race to watch. Hopefully you'll join us next week when I believe we end up at South Boston in the Rookie Street Stock Series. Let's double check our oval. Street Stocks. Week 4, Southern National Motorsports Park, a smaller track. So we're going to get into a 0.4, so something smaller than this one, but between the other one, 0.4 mile track at Southern National Motorsports Park, high banked. A lot of fun. A lot of fun to do. I think it'll be a lot of fun next week. A little bit of something different before they repeat the first 4 racetracks again, and we see if anybody is able to learn or if we're just ending up with the same old, same old. in terms of what's going on as the season progresses. So, join us again next week for week 4 at Southern National Motorsports Park.